all Academy students and staff, please review your attendance.
All my entrance exams yesterday. Which means today you're officially meeting Lene, first-year student in Star Torch Academy. I really want to hit the road with you again, but I'm kinda on a mental health watch list. If I break even one tiny rule on day one, Miss Lucila will be dragging me in for a friendly chat. Gotta hold out until I figure out a route that slips past the cameras. Oh, but hey, you got Mornier's email about the Hyvatia detector, right? It's almost go time. How about we hang by the entrance and then we... huh?
Material fatigue, thermal cycles, boundary conditions, initial stress states.
Infraction detected. High wattage devices are strictly prohibited in dormitory zones.
The core differential equation is elastoplastic transition, cyclic strength coefficients.
Comply with the Star Torch Academy Dormitory Code of Conduct. Issuing first warning. Issuing second warning.
Coefficient correct. Units mismatch. Recalculating.
Non-compliance confirmed. Initiating restraint protocol.
Conclusion. Material upgrade required. I'll add it to the agenda for tomorrow's meeting. Right. Now, time for the scheduled meeting with Rover and Lene. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I keep you waiting?
Not at all. Actually, you noticed us right as the clock struck the hour. Perfect timing, Professor.
I'm fine. Oh, I forgot to disable the reactor emitter in my weapons system. probably what it was referring to. Apologies. After this meeting, I need to return to the Space Trek Collective for a presentation. I had hoped to finish some calculations first. I do have other appointments today, but I believe there is time for some light conversation. I wasn't sure what you meant by delicious, so I brought samples from my latest food research.
Yes! I knew it! Professor Mornier's a real gem! Let's get started. We can eat while we talk.
Of course. Come on in. I already tidied up my dorm, so sit wherever you like.
Detected. Strong behavior and spectrum signature match. Current ID, Rebel College. First year
Ugh! The smells are all mixed together. It's kind of fishy, and the texture is wet and gooey.
So, it's true, huh? You guys actually made food that tastes awful, but it keeps you running for 3 days straight. I thought that was just a joke.
It's a scientific breakthrough using energy compression tech. It's one of the Collective's most iconic achievements. Do you also not like it? Yes, I knew you would understand. In fact, its energy compression efficiency exceeds 95%. That exceeds the benchmark set by both the New Federation and Washu Academy, even nearing the theoretical limit. From a scientific standpoint, it's a far greater achievement than taste. Now, I'd like to review the incident with the Hyvatia detector. Linnae, Rover, can you walk me through exactly how you managed to contain it?
much power do you have on?
Attention. Passenger and freight services on the Starry Rise will be suspended in 30 minutes for scheduled maintenance. Thank you for understanding. All students and faculty are advised to stay clear of affected areas and taking necessary precautions.
Thank you. You don't need to go any further. I can head back to the Research Institute by myself. You too. Huh?
Something wrong?
It's a notice from the collective. The Royan delegation cancelled a meeting. The ceremony is now on hold. That's odd. Warren handles Royan communications. I'll ask him what's going on when I'm back at the Institute. Since that slot is free now, I can use the time to recalibrate. That isn't on the list. The new solar ceremony is nearly upon us. It's the culmination of decades of work. Everyone at the collective is giving their all to realize it. Last time we met at the Institute, we made each other a promise. Do you still remember? Would you like to attend the new solar ceremony? I'd want you there to witness it. The rise of the new sun, and humanity taking their first steps into the future they've built.
We did promise to witness it together, didn't we?
Yes. As the ceremony draws near, the Space Trek Collective will become increased.
Before my power is spent, I have little time left. The only choice now is to force the Heliogyre to a standstill. The last of its strength I will share with you. So fade you will not. But you must hurry. Before that, take this memory to him. Take it to the one they call Arbiter.
Oh, what happened? Are you all right?
I saw someone's memory.
Whoa, you scared me. And just now, a frequency jumped into your tacit mark. It felt like some kind of connection.
Can you trace where it came from, Abby?
Huh?
Good. Let's go check it out. I'm fine now, Mornier. Sorry to worry you. You must need to get back to the Space Trek Collective, right?
That's okay.
But you just...
You looked shaken just now. I'll stay with you. If it involves more frequency loss, I'd like to stay close to transport you to the infirmary.
transport me?
The frequency that connected with you was coming from here, so now I don't smell a thing.
The voice from earlier said it would share the last of the Heliogyre's strength so it wouldn't fade. It must be that Solace kin. Did it eventually...
Did you find what you're looking for?
No. The trail ends here. But I saw other things in that memory.
Yes. The Heliogyre is one of the most important components of the new solar ceremony. Hyvatia can monitor environmental data, but raw observational data on the reactor drive can only be obtained from the Heliogyre, a component of the Exostrider itself. Only the Roya tribe can discern the Heliogyre's readings. That's
In that memory, I heard a voice say he would force the Heliogyre to a standstill.
a standstill? You're saying you heard a voice asking for help? Saying he would stop the Heliogyre? Could that be why the meeting was cancelled?
When I handled the Void Worm, a voice told me to protect this.
Oh, calm down, Maya. Calm down. Good. Now stop for now. No. If I force the shutdown, I'll lose the data. Our thesis. Oh, somebody help.
No. It's just a routine malfunction. But...
Professor Monnier? Oh no, I've been caught out of class. Wait, let me explain. I wasn't skipping class, so, can you just...
even if you beg me, credits will still be deducted. Why don't you start by explaining yourself?
Well, these are probe robots from a few days ago. We thought we'd finish collecting the data before class, but when we tried to approach them, they started attacking us. I chased them all the way here. That's why I missed the class today.
The internal exoswarm material was eroded by void matter. That's what caused them. This should have been covered in your material science coursework. Such material...
I'm so sorry.
For safety reasons, you'll need to shut down the units first, then but approaching them brighten... No, wait! That's against protocol.
Scanning. Target. Eradication.
Never mind. I'll think about how to write... Now, they're back to normal.
Great. Do you think the data...
It's still there. But sending the robots out there broke the experiment protocol. Even if you got the data...
What? But... Oh, well... Thanks anyway for helping out. Professor Mournier and...
Maya, we do have something.
You want to find a Roya in black robes with gold embroidery. The horns are a symbol of the Exostrider. Shepherds wear... Could be...
The heliotic...
That's right. I've heard they use the helio...
very good at speaking with parents. And this time, I don't have an assistant to help write a script for me.
Why don't you leave it to me? You just focus on what you're good at.
All right.
Hi, are you Astrid? Maya's mom?
Greetings. Yes, I am. And you two are?
Yes. And this is Rover, a senior professor at the Academy. We've come for a home visit.
A home visit? Has the girl broken any school rules? What? How could she? I am deeply sorry. I should have taught her better. Whatever she has done, I offer my apologies to the Academy on her behalf. Is the punishment severe? If compensation is needed, I will pay for it myself.
Professor Mornier, could you explain how Maya's robot caused the damage?
Yes, as my mentor just explained. She failed to follow the proper protocol. She used unstable exoswarm material in her design, which led the robot to act unpredictably. I've already spoken to her about the dangers of using materials susceptible to void matter during field research.
Void matter? What exactly are you asking? I am sorry. I've not studied at your Star Torch Academy. I'm not familiar with your terms.
Her demeanor changed just now. She's hiding something. We need to understand.
Yes, exactly what my mentor said. That looks like the center of the storm ahead. Let's see what we're dealing with. Storm's range now. Check that your FCR is working. Don't stray too far from me. Threat detected. Be careful. The exoswarm here have been contaminated. Initiating criticality protocol! There's something over there.
Down here. Some kind of weird device.
A device? Leave the mechanical work to me. Steady now. Looks like it was this. With this shutdown, the void storm is gone. No, I've just read a lot about this. From its structure, it looks like a canister that can both store and emit energy.
Ah! This is so stinky! Ugh.
smells just like that giant worm you fought. Didn't we deal with it already?
Giant worm? You mean the void worm? Huh, I see. It's capturing frequencies with high precision, storing energy data. It's based on ecological models, tracking activity of field modulator. Parametric... oh, sorry. Right. Simply put, this device extracted the void worm's frequency and used itself as the epicenter. Maya's probe got contaminated.
Huh? Did you guys just hear something?
It's coming from under that heap of exospore material. Let's go take a look. It's a Solaskin. Yes, these special creatures typically linger around the Roya tribe. Royan records state that Solaskin first appeared in Lahai Roy the day the Exostrider fell from the sky. They're believed to be fragments of the Exostrider's consciousness. The shepherds protect them, shielding them from voidstorm contamination until they mature and return to the Solace trees in Biarter Woods. This one must have hidden under the exoswarm wreckage when the voidstorm broke out.
This feels like what happened back at the academy. I just saw this Solaskin's memories. That Royan woman planted the device here and triggered the void storm. This Solaskin is the only survivor.
So our suspicions about Astrid are confirmed. Should we go back to the camp and talk to her?
No need. I heard everything. I did place this device here. A few days ago, I was shepherding mature Solaskin to Bjarter Woods when I met Fossier Ingvar. He looked tired, like he had just finished speaking to someone. When he saw me, he looked shocked and left quickly. I saw the device fall from his sleeve. I did not think much of it. I plan to return it to him the next time we meet. But the Solaskin did not like it. It had an unnatural energy. I did not want to keep it at the camp, but I also did not want Ingvar to know I had taken it. So I buried it here. The rest, you already know.
So this device is for Seer Ingvar's. I trust your judgment. This Forseer Ingvar is the one Maya mentioned before. The unappointed member of the Heliotic Six.
No, that is impossible. Each of these successors is chosen when their resonant...
Meaning no one can...
You too. Please halt. From your clothing, I see of my people you are not. What brings you to Haldarheim? Oh, a Soleskin. How interesting. Soleskin trust only those they feel safe with. But I must ask, I sense one of you carries the aura of the space track, Colin.
Not sure who here knows what Ingvar did. Best not to mention it. We rescued this
void.
There's still some time before the feast begins. Maybe someone here knows something about Forseer Ingvar.
She cured Kuklow's upset stomach.
It is time we feast! Tomorrow marks the rite of return, where we send our beloved Soleskin back to the great body of the Exostrider. Into radiant light, they will transform to join its sacred form. Farewell it will be, yet a new beginning as well. For when the Exostrider wakes, we will reunite in body let us put aside the sorrow of parting and embrace the joy of new life with good food and drink. But heed this, my friends. Too much drink you will not have. Should you make a fool of yourself in tomorrow's fight, help I will not give.
Phase 4 Seer Info. I've simulated 73 possible outcomes, but even so, I can't cover every scenario. If I could build a model that covers all possible outcomes, considering the target system, the chaotic conditions, and the necessary compensations.
You were quick on your feet earlier. You've already got this.
That's because I believed your approach was effective. I tried to follow along. Did I really do well? Good. Phew.
With that in mind, you can relax a bit now, right?
I know. It wants us to give it a name.
Well, since it's really trying to buddy up to us, how about we call it Buddy?
Ah, it seems to like it.
It's settled.
Wow, that's a relief.
Hello. Will you dance with us and the Soliskin? Grandfather Axel says the Soliskin are happiest when dancing with shepherds.
Oh, but I'm not good at dancing.
I'll join you. Let's dance with Buddy. What do you say?
Hooray!
Our real battle starts tomorrow. Tonight, let's relax a little, Mornay.
Yes, my mentor should take his own advice too.
Some uninvited guests have arrived.
Where did Mornay go? I'll send her a message. That is something she would say. Not that I know where the 13th planet of Norma is, but at least I can figure out where she is from the picture.
Mentor?
We can drop the act now, right? Or do you think we should continue?
Someone might be listening. We should keep it up to prevent us from being exposed. Do you want to sit for a while? Oh, you noticed. They've been running all day, so their power is low. I plan to wait until they finish charging before coming back. While they charge, I can't move. I feel a bit, embarrassed having you see me like this. It doesn't anymore. Before I had prosthetic legs, I had a condition that kept me in a wheelchair. Now, at least, I don't have to worry about being immobile anymore. I can finally chase after what I really want. I love stars. Beneath Lahairo's frostlands, the stars here are actually just lights created by atmospheric arrays. Once, someone put it like this to me. It's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Maybe the stars are humanity's muse. I think so too. But I also believe that reaching the stars isn't enough. There will be a day we build a miracle that lasts longer and is more beautiful than the stars themselves. That's the dream I've carried all this time. And now, I'll use these two legs to take the first step. Exactly. This ceremony is how we retrieve the Exostrider's core energy component. Then we'll use the multiphasic energy conversion model it will follow a 3-stage activation protocol, the reverse phase oscillation model. There's still some time left before my legs finish charging. Let's stargaze a little longer. Okay, little buddy. I'll wake him up now. Mentor, you're awake. Something isn't right. We seem to have a situation in the Archer Woods. I detect signs of a void storm in the woods. Waveform. Analyzing now.
So this is what's causing the panic.
What is it that brings you here? With the Void Storm's fury upon us, it is no time to enter Bjartur Woods. This is a disaster not seen in centuries. We have always believed the Solace Tree's light protects the woods from such storms.
Waveform of this void storm matches the one that device generated before. This is no naturally occurring phenomenon.
When did you have the chance to analyze this?
When my prosthetic legs charge, I prefer to keep my mind occupied. Energy consumption increasing. Be careful. Modeling complete. Authorizing maximum output. All targets in sight. I found the device. It's close to the Solace Tree.
Solace Tree? I have a bad feeling about this.
Exoswarm here. The void matter concentration is also very high.
Maybe the device Astrid had was incomplete. This could be the real deal.
Threat detected. Order executed. Processing complete. Initiating criticality protocol. Weapons free. Model complete. Just like before. When it's disabled, the void storm stops. However, if this really was the work of Forseer Ingvar, what would make him do something like that?
Do not worry. The path has already been laid. At last. Finally.
Mentor? Mentor, are you all right? Did you see something again? It seemed worse than last time.
This void storm might not just have affected the woods here, but the workings of the Soul Asylum itself. I think that's why I've been seeing visions of this member of the Six.
Greetings. The Shaper once made...
What's the matter, Mornier?
I really wish I could accompany you to Sol Asylum. But I think... Yes. When you touched the Solace Tree earlier, and even during your first vision, you looked like you were in intense pain. But instead of joining you, Yes. Ingvar should have been present at the Rite of Return, were it not for that void storm. It's reasonable to suspect. Additionally, the environment here is unusual. No, you, my mentor, are still far ahead of me. Well then, I guess this is good. Please.
That must be the hero who stopped the destruction.
Hello, everyone.
Sol Asylum has appeared for you.
The Six are expecting you, as was predicted.
The dim light here. It's like something I saw in those memories. From this angle, the faint ring in the center is probably the heliogyre they put to a halt. My tacit mark. It's resonating with the star-like object. Seems like I'm able to move it. Aligning the pattern in the star with the heliogyre makes it glow. It's feeding power into it. If I channel light from all directions, I should be able to restart the heliogyre.
Has awakened. It seems the arbiter foretold in the fractured records is you. Yes. With great reverence is your presence here met. Sol Asylum, as you see it, is not as it once was. 5 of the 6 have lost their minds. This is why I summoned you. You witnessed the void storm in the Bjarn. The solace trees shield the woods from such storms. Yet, through the others succumbed to the corruption. Only I was able to, with the last of my strength. I turned the 6 stars to halt the heliogyre and prevent the corruption spread. That, at least. Centuries ago, a calamity awoke beneath the ice. The void devoured all, erasing every trace, every existence. In darkness, the Exostrider's blade sealed the threat deep below. It drew its fiery drive. a light that would never fade, lifting it high over the high Roy's sky. Under its glow, the frost did melt, life blossoming with Exoswarm aid. Yet the calamity stirred, its remnants ravaging the living. Thus, the 6 wisest among us became the Heliotic 6. The Exostrider's lens became our Heliogyre. From the drive's turn, the season's laws we discerned. We shed all idle thought to link our minds to the Heliogyre. Our shared cognition converged for mortals to touch the edge of the divine. Since then, the Royal have walked the High Roy for centuries. The 6 shared their computational power, weaving a vast network to reach the Exostrider in a dimension beyond mortal understanding. The data we provided to the Space Trek Collective was interpreted through this network. But now, the only one who can continue the calculations is me. The ones chosen for the 6 are born with resonance with the Heliogyre. It cannot be forced. Now the remaining 5 cannot calculate, and there are not enough worthy successors. Even. For this reason, the aid I seek is this. With your authority, allow me to bear
The Heliogyre was meant to be interpreted by 6. If you bear all the calculations alone, what will become of you?
I cannot say. All I know is this. If no one remains to interpret the Heliogyre, the Void Storm's occurrences will be unknown. Life will once more fall into peril. The Space Trek Collective's decades of effort in preparing for the new solar ceremony will come to nothing. Since the moment I was brought to Sol Asylum as a child, I have never once seen the world beyond. In the Heliogyre's light, do I glimpse the universe? This has long since become second nature. Will fall upon the High Roy. I will share all that I know of the Heliogyre with you. When you call, answer, I will.
Residual void matter corruption. I need to find a way to cleanse it. That sound. Is it Buddy?
Save your strength for the calamity ahead, Arbiter. The children will help. The rite of return. The ritual that once sealed the calamity deep underground. Just now, the children have offered their strength. The Heliogyre can once again begin its rotation.
Useless fool! I told you to destroy the Heliogyre completely.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason for this. Some uninvited guests threw off the whole operation.
Save it. I don't want to hear your excuses. At this point, our entire plan has fallen apart because you screwed up. And to think, I went out of my way to...
No, I'm begging you, don't leave me here. I'll do anything, just tell me what you need.
Ugh. You're lucky the one. There's the other visitor in the Archer Woods now. Correct? Some crippled scientist. Find her. Make sure she doesn't make it back to the collective.
Well, since Mentor is already headed to the Heliogyre, I'd best get started on what I can contribute. There are signs of void matter contamination in the plants and water. If I follow these traces, I should be able to find the source. Threat detected. Correcting posture. Authorizing maximum output. Command mode engaged. Found it. This must be where the contamination is coming from. Heavy encryption, but it's sloppy. There we go. It's a test chamber. They were simulating what would happen if the Solace trees were contaminated by the Void Storm. It... A terminal. It's the password can only be entered. Efficiency. All targets in sight. Locked in. Guidance ready. Order executed. Modeling complete. This is a space evaluate. Thank you. It's a pleasure working with you as well. So their plan wasn't just to disrupt the Heliogyre by unleashing the...
Scientist. Crippled. It's you. All I have to do is get rid of you!
I'm not really good at dealing with this kind of conversation. Access to this lab? Wearing Royan attire? You must be Ingvar, one of the successors to the Heliotic Six.
Heliotic Six. The Six. Just because of my resonance ability, would I be forced to spend my entire life trapped in that Heliogyre? They call it Aroya's highest honor. But did they ask if we wanted that fate? Everyone acts like they respect me. But the only one who truly wants to help me is that good lord from outside the tribe.
From outside the tribe? You've joined forces with the
Huh? What's that? Who cares? I just know, then I'd find...
You have no idea what you're doing. And no... This project proposal and the method for triggering this mechanism is to pollute the Solace Tree's root system with...
You're saying that because I dropped that device there. The drive is going to...
Morye, the Heliogyre is operational again. We can get the readings you need for the new solar ceremony. But something happening out there isn't right.
Yes. Once I handle something here, I'll regroup with you. Move aside. Before the drive falls completely, I need to go back to launch Helios.
No. His orders were clear. You don't go anywhere. After that, no matter what happens to Lahai Roy, I'm going to the New Federation to start my new life. You're just a cripple. I won't let you stop me now.
It's been a while since I've heard someone talk like that. Since I had these legs, anyway. Situations like this.
Wait a second!
I should make my desire very clear. All right. Now it's about time I catch up with my mentor. Let's go, mentor. need to get to Space Trek Collective quickly. The Fraxidus tricked Ingvar into working for them, but their real goal is to send the reactor drive crashing to the ground. I've already alerted the Academy to evacuate the area around the impact zone. Before the drive crashes, it is imperative. How are things on your end? Any danger?
All good. The Heliogyre is back online. I now have direct contact with Sol Asylum and can relay the data you need for the new solar ceremony. It's time for the final step.
We're running out of time. I'll use my resonance ability to create a more efficient path. Please, hold on tight.
Huh?
The moment we launch Helios, we'll need the raw observational data from Sol Asylum. Are you ready?
Yes. The Shaper has already shared all the Heliogyre's data with me. I can access it anytime. Everything's set. Let's complete our mission.
Where is Anselm at a time like this? Who else can calibrate Hydacia? Cody, Vance, examine the orbital status of Helios again. Also, the propulsion system needs to be double-checked.
Professor, do you really plan to launch it without the raw data?
I understand this is...
No need for that. We've established contact with the Roya tribe and obtained the drive's raw data. We can proceed with the new solar ceremony as originally planned.
Professor Mornier, did you just say you managed to obtain the data? Wonderful news. I'll prepare the connective...
There's no need for us to continue. Warren, or should I say traitor, aligned with the Fraxidus.
That is a serious accusation, Professor Mornier.
I know. I meant it to be. You must be very familiar with this device, Warren. You handcrafted it to avoid leaving use. But since it is a personal creation, the marks left behind are like fingerprints. These are your marks. They've betrayed your deeds. Warren, you've desecrated the hard work of everyone in Anselm's experiment accident.
That is a lot of assumptions and conjecture.
You're right. All I have right now are assumptions and conjecture. Once we've identified the suspects, we'll have plenty of time to gather the evidence. What I need in this moment, the one taking over, will be me. One more thing. Your subordinate provided us with some key evidence already.
You want me to testify against Professor Warren? That's practically perjury.
It is a dirty tactic, but it's effective. In the limited time we have, the quickest way to detain Warren.
Professor Mornier,
you can keep this recording, or thank you.
How did that traitor manage to...
I have already notified the collective. The investigation will start soon. From here on out, Rover and I will be overseeing the launch procedure. All Space Trek Collective personnel, to your stations. Rover, please input the drive's raw observational data into Helios.
Shaper, can you hear me?
Of course. To you, have all the Heliogyre's readings been transmitted?
Then everything is ready. Let's commence with the new solar ceremony.
Pressure in the reaction chamber is stable.
Preparing to open the energy outlet channel.
Helios launch sequence initiating.
Void matter module calibration.
Core energy system operation normal.
Propulsion system primed and ready.
Helios is ready for launch.
Reconfiguration successful.
5, 4, 3, 2. Let our light shine in the sky.
Approaching target altitude. Progress 16%. 47%. 92%. Warning, light alpha decay exceeds expected rates.
Sensor failure detected. Data reading compromised.
Responsive. Control program failure.
The Hibation detector signals are jammed. Large-scale, highly concentrated void matter detected on the surface. It's surpassing the measurement threshold. Calibration can't continue.
At a time like this, adjust the measurement location. No, if the impact is this widespread, any adjustment would be pointless. Modify the detection components. No, even if theoretically feasible, there's no time to construct them. What about high-powered void matter neutralizers? No, without the drive's light, all energy components will be inoperable. Sorry, I'm just... is caused by the detector's inability to measure the drive's operating parameters. That's due to the high concentration of void matter interfering with the readings. There are two potential solutions. We could increase the detector's tolerance to void matter, or we could eliminate the surrounding void matter. But neither of those options are feasible in the time we have. That's not realistic. The only places that aren't affected by void matter right now are Bearter Woods and Star Torch Academy under the protective barrier, or the Institute thousands of meters above. High altitude. Spares for Hyvatia's measurement modules.
Yes. Researcher Anselm left behind several prototypes. I'll go fetch one from the warehouse. But what do you intend to do with them?
The eyes of the gods have failed us. So have our machines. Now, we move forward with our own hands.
Leave it to me.
As expected, the reactor drive is protected by aggressive exoswarm acting like the immune system.
Authorizing maximum output!
Command mode engaged. Locked in. Corrective structure. Activating countermeasure. All targets in sight.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
I'm detecting strong energy signals from the target. Please be careful.
Authorizing maximum output!
Hover modules ready. Command mode engaged. Leave it to me. Maximum power.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. None shall whisper.
targets in sight. Locked in.
Swift and resolute.
Copper modules ready. Activating countermeasures. Deploying force field. Command mode engaged. Initiating criticality protocol.
Swift and resolute. Endure and defy. Down with the curtain.
All targets in sight. Watch its position, Mentor. Some minor fixes will suffice. Power output affected. Any trip I can still stand. Initiating max power output. Suppressing target. Complete. Now a chance. Assuming master control. Stars, hear my query. Modeling complete. Locked in. Order executed. Some minor fixes will suffice. Power output affected. I can still stand. Model complete. Hopper modules ready. Guidance ready. All units fire. Processing complete. Approaching the target location. Preparing to receive data.
Automatic concentration is increasing. Abnormal expression detected in the reactor drive. Evacuate immediately. Repeat, evacuate immediately.
We have already come this far.
analyzing. Professor Monnier, are you there? If you hear this, please respond.
That light just now. Mornay must have entered the reactor drive.
Rover, the Space Trek Collective is connected to your vehicle and will provide assistance. We can't reach Professor Monnier. You're our only hope now.
Leave it to me. I'll find her. Let's try out the Institute's new tech.
Hi, Roy.
Yes. Sometimes, only by saying goodbye can there be progress and change. After all, even if I leave, the High Roy will still continue forward on its own feet. Isn't that right?
You this time, Mentor.
Report. Data analysis complete. Helios is operational again.
How wonderful. Sun. So beautiful.